What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Stats and Facts, where we have all the stats.
And we have all the facts.
I go by DJG94.
And I go by One. And y'all already know how we do it.
So let's get into it. We got us a former NBA player today, man. We very excited. It's our first athlete on the podcast, Stats and Facts. He goes by Tyrone Nesby. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm gonna start out with the first question, my brother. What was it like growing up in Chilhoe, Illinois?
It was good. You know, Carroll was a small town, man. It's probably about 5,000 people in our hometown. So it's a small town, man. I mean, it was doggy dog world in this town, man. It was either you gonna get it or get left, man. So it was a town that had me. I was hungry, man. I was hungry early. I was prepared for whatever was getting thrown at me through my life. So it taught me to be who I am today.
Man, that's dope. So when I want to know, like, when did you realize you had a gift with the basketball?
Man, bro, I didn't start playing to 8th grade. So probably like, I'm gonna say, I probably about a year of playing, man. I don't know. I just fell in love with it. And the coach did a good job teaching me. He always told me I had the hunger. I just didn't have the skills. But I worked hard. And then once I fell in love with it, man, I turned out to, be a decent ball player. So I'm gonna say probably I was 15 years old when I fell in love with it.
Oh,
Okay. Now, when you got to high school, where did you actually hit your growth spurt? Cause they label you at 6'6".
Yeah, I hit it. I'm gonna say when I was in the 8th grade, I never forget, man. I was walking down the hallway in the 8th grade going to class, and the coach is like, "Yo, big man." So I turned around. He's like, "Yo, we need a big guy to to come in and rebound." I said, "Man, I ain't never played basketball before." But he's like, at that time I was 6 foot. So between my 8th grade and 9th grade, by the time I got to 9th grade, I was like 6'5". So
Wow.
I grew 5 inches in that summer.
wow.
Yeah. And, growing up from where I grew up at, man, basketball was a way out for me. So, basketball was the truth, bro. I needed it, man. I was, growing up in the projects, man, not having anything, I wanted to take that game and make something out of it. So it was great, man. It gave me opportunity to buy mom a house, and everything was great, man. So I hit my spurt, man, when I between my 8th grade and 9th grade years when I grew that extra 5 inch, and then I grew another inch during my 9th grade. Probably, so yeah, by the time I was 15, I was 6'6".
Okay.
Wow. That's crazy. So since we talk about high school, was there any college in particular you wanted to attend, and what was your recruiting process like?
The school I wanted to go to was Louisville, Kentucky. Louisville, I had Louisville. The problem that I had was back then in our school, man. We was like 90% blacks in my school. So we had a lot of teachers there for some reason didn't prepare us for the SAT. We weren't prepared for it, and so so when I took my test, man, I didn't do well at all on my test. So I ended up going to JUCO. So I went to a junior college for 2 years. And then I got my grades the way I need to get them, and then I ended up going to UNLV out in Las Vegas.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So, so tell me about UNLV. Your last 2 years there. What was that college experience and playing on a college level?
Bro, man, like I said, man, coming from a small town with nothing, going into a city that have everything.
Yeah.
Bro, man, I thought I was at Disneyland, bro. It was real. It was real, man. Like really, it was real, man. It was good opportunity for me. Met a lot of good people. I'm actually going to be moving back to Vegas next month. But I met a lot of people, man. A lot of connections. They took care of me, man, and they still taking care of me now, 20 years later. So I'm happy, and I always say, you're always good to go back to where it all started at. Besides my hometown in Carroll, Vegas was my second home. So it's good for me to go back there, man, and get that connection and start helping these young black players out, man, to get these kids and get them focused and give them that opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Salute on that. So was it in college when the NBA became attainable to you, or when was that?
Yeah, it was college. It was college because when I was in high school, man, I ain't gonna lie, I was not thinking about going to the NBA. I was in high school. I was focusing on trying to get a full ride scholarship because I know we didn't have no money growing up. So I knew my mom and them didn't have money to be paying for me to go to school. So at the end of the day, I was thinking, okay, how can I get a full ride? So I worked my butt off, bro, just to get people to start looking at me. And by doing that, it gave me opportunity to get that free ride, and I took advantage of it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Right on.
1998. Unfortunately, you ain't get drafted. So, how
Uh-huh.
did you get? How did you get the tryout with the LA Clippers?
Um, I look at my experience. I always tell people I came in through the back door because uh, I went to probably three workouts, and during that year I came out, the NBA had a lockout.
Yeah.
So that kind of I didn't get the opportunity to go to other teams to actually work out. So I kind of was in a bad situation, to be honest with you, just because we was on the lockout. Um, Once I decided I'm going to go with the Clippers, because I had at that moment for the camp, it's called veteran camp. I either could have went to the Clippers, New York, or Miami. Just because I played ball at UNLV in the West Coast, I like that style, so I wanted to stay with the Clippers because it's LA. So that was one of the best moves I ever made. So I'm glad I made it happen, man. Because I got in there, I was a loose cannon, bro. It's a wrap.
And see,
One more question, real quick. Your Clipper experience. What was it like practicing with Derek Anderson and Lamar Odom?
You said who, Ennis? Oh, you said DA?
Yeah, Da and Lo.
Yeah. I know him. I only know him by the Nick DA. That's how we call each other. But no, it was good. It was good playing with them, man. Lo was he was really good. He was really good, man. He was going hard with him every day in practice. Was really good. Da, man, that's my boy. I just talked to him yesterday, so we talk a lot. Da always was one of them dudes that challenged you, man, because he was a really good ball player. So I had to play against him all the time. I played against him more than I did against Lo. But they both were good basketball teammates, man. They always looked out for me. I looked out for them. So it was fun. Kept practice very interesting because, man, everybody's trying to get that playing time. So practice was a beast.
I already know it. And so I wanted to ask you, whether it be someone we know or not, who caused you to have a long day on the court, if you can remember?
A long day. Like a team, a player that I played against?
It could be like a teammate, a player you played against.
Oh, man, that was just my boy, man. My boy Kobe, bro.
Kobe,
dog. Hands down, man. Hands down. I had my best games in the league when I played against him because I always wanted to go up against him. So, people when you're young, I mean, not really young, when you I'm in college watching them play, and I'm like, man, I love to go against him. Man, I see him, man, because I thought I had his game figured out. But Kobe he's different. He's not normal, man. He got a whole nother, he like Michael, man. They got a whole nother level of the game. As soon as you think, oh, I got him now, well, he just turned up 3 or 4 more levels. And you're like, bro, how do you even still have that?
Yeah.
But I learned a lot from him, man. We worked out every summer together, me and him. I worked out with him a lot during the summer. So I'm going to say Kobe was the one that I knew was going to be a long night because he didn't just play offense. He played good defense as well.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say Cole, man. My guy. Rest in peace, Cole.
Rest in peace to the Black Mamba, man. And you also said Michael Jordan, you wind up getting traded to the Washington Wizards. What was it like being pampered and playing with Michael Jordan and Richard Hamilton, at the time?
Yeah. Well, I knew Rip. I knew Rip from college. So me and him, we connected right away when I got there. But with Mike, it's weird, man. I met Mike Mike was with Charles Barkley in Phoenix. We was playing Phoenix that night, and we was all shooting pool. And that's when I met Mike. And then Mike was I was telling Mike I wanted to leave the Clippers because they was not trying to win. They just going through the motion. And so that's the old Clippers. And so new Clippers are a little different. But they was not trying to win. So and Mike was like, man, they're not going to let you go. And I was like, I said, you never know, Mike, you never know. So I didn't think that the deal was going to go through. And probably 2 or 3 weeks later, I get a call from Mike. And so it's crazy. He called and he just said, this MJ. So I didn't know. So I'm like, MJ. I'm like, shit, MJ. Who the hell is MJ? I'm like, MJ? He like, it's Mike, George. I was like, oh, shit. What up, Mike? like, I'm like, you calling my phone? What's happening? And so he said the trade went through. And that's when I knew I was going out to D.C.
Okay.
Yo. So I wanted to know, man, like tell us about being the Greek All-Star Game slam dunk champion.
Oh wow.
What was
that? Guy's
like?
going back. That guy's going back, yo.
Yeah.
No, playing out there, man, was cool, man. I really encourage a lot of brothers, man, that if they ever get an opportunity to go overseas and play, man, do it, bro. Everything back here in America, man, it ain't going nowhere, bro. Let it sit and wait until you get back because you're going over there making that money. So you got to take advantage of that. And a lot of people don't want to go because they feel like they missing out something here. But you ain't missing out nothing, man. Go make that money, come back and take care of your family, do what you got to do. But when I was in there, man, it was me and this other cat. We made it to the finals. And so I wanted to do the between the legs dunk, but I wanted to wait to do it. I wanted to be like, yo, if I'm making the finals, I'm pulling it out.
Yeah.
So I never get one of my other boys like, you gonna do the between the legs? Because I used to practice it in practice, but I would miss it. And I'm like, damn, because it's harder to do it off of 2 legs than 1 leg. So we got there, in the crowd there, man, everybody's hyped. You got everybody there, man. I mean, it was packed. So, sometimes, how it is, man, when you got people around you amping you up, bro, you about to pull it off. So they amped me up, man. I said, you know what, I'm about to do it. I did it, man. And I'm glad it went in. It wasn't the cleanest dump, but it went in. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
So what's the difference between NBA and overseas ball? Like the atmosphere, the games played, the fans?
Yeah. I think the style of play is different.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The rules are different, bro. Don't you know? Like there's no such thing as goal 10.
Wow.
Like if the ball hit the rim, you can jump up and knock the ball off the rim. I know, right?
That's an adjustment.
Yo, I was looking so stupid, bro. I shot a layup. It rolled around the rim. The big 7-footer reached up there and knocked the ball off the rim. So I'm sitting there screaming, yo, the ball's on the rim. Let's go, Tim. They telling me to get back on defense. I'm mad because I'm thinking, I knew I wasn't the only one to seen this, And then one of the other American players came and said, yo, Nas, man, you can do that. I said, you can hit the ball off the rim? He's like, yeah. So I was like, you got to be kidding me, man. So that was something I had to get adjusted to. When you're shooting a free throw, they actually, their box is bigger than our box. So you got to get used to that as well. And then, I seen the Euro step before people even called the Euro step. So back when I was playing, man, I seen the Euro step, man, before it even got here to America.
Yeah.
All right.
So what would you say was the biggest adjustment going overseas, whether it be off the court, on the court? I know you kind of just spoke on the court adjustments, but was there anything off the court that was the big adjustment?
Yeah, the living situation was different. You trying to adjust to, like I was in Italy, and then I went to Spain. I don't speak no Spanish or nothing like that. So again, you had to adjust. Going in, trying to order food, and everybody in there, nobody speak English. So you looking in, trying to find something, and you start pointing at things and hoping they got. So you're hoping that on the menu they have pictures of the food, because that's how I got by. Though I had to go in places, I'm like, they had pictures of the food. I said, okay, let me get this, let me get that, and I was cool.
Yeah.
So that you had to adjust, and also, I will say it, the time difference. You had to adjust. You had to, because when it's night here, it's day over there. Yeah. So you're trying to adjust the time, and also just again living, trying to adjust, and also just every time the coach would say something, I had a translator. So the coach didn't speak English. So he would be talking, saying stuff, and I got somebody standing next to me translating in English.
Wow.
And now you out there playing with players, telling them, "Yo, go here, go there," man. They looking at you just smiling because they don't understand what
I
you're
don't
saying.
understand nothing you saying.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Man.
Yeah.
Man, unfortunately, everybody's not blessed, to make it to the NBA or play overseas ball. So I want to know, when you got your big payday in the NBA, what's the first thing you purchase?
What did I get, bro? I'm trying to think. Well, I know the first thing I did when I got my check, and it's funny you said it because I just told the story yesterday. I went to the bank and cashed the check. I think it was like, what was it, about 60 something thousand, I think it was, the check was. So I took that. They gave me about 60 something $1,000. They didn't supposed to do that, but I knew the manager there, so he gave it to him. I told him I was going to bring the money back, but I took the money and I put my kids on the floor in the house, and I just covered them up with the money. And I took a picture. I took the money back, and then I remember I told my mom that I wanted to get her a house, but she said she wanted to wait because there was a house that she liked. So what I did was, my first big purchase was to buy her furniture and TVs and everything in our house, man. So I thought it was cool to go back home, and I had my sister take her somewhere for 2 or 3 hours because I didn't want her to know. So within 2 or 3 hours, man, I went to the place. I got about 4. And back then, man, they had just started coming out with the screen, with the flat screens, which they was like at that time $3,500, $4,000, because they had just came out.
Mm-hmm.
So I got her about 4 flat screens. I changed her whole living room, changed her whole bedroom setting. I took everything out within them 3 hours, and I had the people come in and they said, "What do you want to do with her stuff?" I said, "Throw all that crap away. We put all new." So I just took care of the whole house, bro, and that cost me about, I don't know, it's like probably about 38,000, almost 40. And so the people, it's funny, man, because this is the part that I like, because anytime you black and people don't expect you have money, because the people didn't know me like that. So it was kind of cool. They said, "So, sir, how you wanna pay for this? Because we have loans and stuff like that." And so I said, "Well, since I'm gonna pay cash, can you cut me a deal?" They said, "What do you mean cash? This up to 38,000. Most people get loans." I said, "No, man. If you cut it down to 25 grand, I pay you cash right now." That dude, man, he went for it. So it went from 38 to 25 grand, man. I paid out that door, man. So that was my big purchase. I'm cheap with money, bro. I'm cheap with money, so
I'm glad you, man.
All right. Man, that's dope. And so going from playing, do you still find yourself watching the games today? Or
yeah.
Okay, so who are your fan favorite of? Like, who you're a fan of today?
I'm gonna say Steph, man. I like Steph Curry, man. I like his game. I like Steph. I like KD. I'm a big fan of KD. I'm not gonna hate on LeBron, you know what I'm saying? Because I think LeBron is doing some amazing things, so I give him credit for what he's doing. He don't excite me when he plays, so it's a little different. He plays the game a little different. He's trying to get everybody involved.
Mm-hmm.
See, I like Steph because he's going for his. I like KD because he's going for his. And at the end of the game, they're gonna want to take that last shot. They have no problem doing it.
Yeah.
So I like that type of style of play.
All right.
And my man Jason Tatum too.
All right. Yeah, that's my boy. My favorite 2 players, Tatum and Luka Doncic.
Man, Luka is a beast, bro.
Yeah, man. Luka.
That white boy got credit on my end. I normally don't give too many white players a lot of credit, but that boy,
he deserves it. He deserves
it, man.
Man,
yeah, he deserves it.
He's special.
Yeah, he's special.
Speaking of LeBron, Tyrone, this right here is a diehard LeBron fan right there.
Say what?
One right here, LeBron fan right here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm a LeBron guy, but I understand it, man. It's a lot of players. It's a lot of players in the league, man. Everybody gonna have their favorite and people they like watching more than this person. I just like watching ball, man. But since both of you guys are Boston Celtics fans, how do you feel about Jaylen Brown? Did you expect him to become that bad man he is?
Yeah,
proud.
I gotta give Brown the credit, bro. Brown turned up, bro.
Turned up.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. I'm more disappointed with Kemba Walker than anybody right now.
Yeah.
Because he kind of, I ain't gonna lie. I was so pumped up when he came over. I told my son, because my son is a fan too. So I was like, "Yo, man, we got us one, bro. We should be straight."
Yeah.
But he left. He came. It's just, man. Hey, but you know what though? But I heard that we got some people in the works over there.
Yeah.
I even heard we trying to get Jason Kidd as a coach over there.
We need that, man. Boston, I think what we need is a player's coach for them youngsters, man. Because Brown and Tatum, they still young. They high-headed, like they can run the flow. They get their attention they want. All-star, jack up shots, their paycheck. You know how it is, man.
No, you're right. You're right. So we'd be good. We'd be good with that. Now I would love if we get Dame over there.
Yeah, man. What? I've been called it. I've been called it Tatum and Dame Dollar, man. Because you probably gonna have to let JB go. We probably gonna have to let JB go because you can't keep one of them. You can't keep both of them.
I got a question. I got a question for y'all.
What's up?
Who do y'all think gonna win it this year?
I want to say Brooklyn.
You probably say what?
I want to say Brooklyn, but they with them injuries because I don't think nobody gonna beat them in the series.
Right.
Yeah. So who you got?
To me, it's gonna be a team you probably be like, what? I'm going with Phoenix, bro.
I got them in the finals. Phoenix and Brooklyn.
Yeah,
I got those two in the finals.
I got Phoenix winning it all, man. In my heart, I just feel like they're gonna win it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Chris Paul, he out because of tested positive.
Yeah, COVID. Yeah. That sucks though.
It's definitely a weird year, man. We was talking about it a little while ago. I felt like it's gonna be like that year when Toronto won it all. It's gonna be like a weird year.
Exactly.
When nobody really expected.
That's so true, man. Me and my son just talked about that. I was like, yo, it's gonna be a team. And that's why I'm going with Phoenix. I said it's gonna be a team like Phoenix gonna pop up and win. Mm-hmm. And Brooklyn, again, people they still dealing with them injuries. Somebody gonna go down at the wrong time, and then next thing you know, team like Phoenix will come in and win it.
Yeah, and the NBA kind of, although we already know why they start the season, they got to get that bread. But it's like, dog, they kind of did the players a disservice with that, man. 72 games, not even a full 2 months of rest. Like
no, and you know what? And the guys are going through it right now, man. They feeling it.
Yeah,
they feeling it. It's not good. It's not good at all, man. And but they got to change up. I know they said they're gonna go back to the regular season next year, which is good. We need that, and I just hope, because I'm hoping that the guys will be ready for the USA team.
Yeah. I'm excited about that. Mm-hmm.
I think Tatum just declared he's playing for Team USA.
Yeah, that was three guys. I forgot what 3 guys already.
I think Draymond Green. I just know Tatum and Draymond Green. Yeah, I don't know what the other one is.
That's a good.
Yeah, it was 3 people. Who was it?
I don't know the third one. I just know them 2.
Okay.
That's a good 2 though already.
Yes, sir.
You
know what it is, man. These guys, they go this long season. They do, they don't get a lot of rest, man. So in their eyes, they're like, man, now you want me to go travel and do all this, and then I have probably a month off, if that, to start back up the regular season.
Yeah,
man, that's tough.
A lot of wear and tear.
Yeah, you got to put it, man. You had a good career, man. You played NBA and you played overseas on a high level. So after basketball, what made you want to be a basketball coach?
Well, you know what? I always wanted to coach. That was something I always wanted to do. It just, basketball was the thing that came first, and I had to take advantage of that. We all know one thing about this game is that there's no other profession in this world that you can leave college and go get $1 million right out the gate.
Yeah.
Now, no doctors, no lawyers, nobody gonna start off making no meal. I can tell you that. So I had to take advantage of that. I thought that was, cool. But coaching, I told myself when I'm done playing basketball that I'm going to coach. And so I was doing AAU, and I got into the high school, and then now I'm trying to get into college. So I've been talking to a lot of people. You see, I got my Michigan stuff on.
Okay.
Yeah, my man Jawan Howard, good friend of mine. So I've been rapping with them too. So I told him to send me a shirt. So I've been talking to them. I've been talking to Cal State Fullerton. I talked to my old school UNLV, which is good. I talked to Arizona, University of Arizona. So I got probably about 4 or 5 teams that I'm talking to right now, trying to get in to be a college coach. So I hope it worked for me, man.
We definitely gonna be praying that it pays off, because man, we definitely need some more diversity as far as black guys being coaches. Because if we just keeping it a fact, like some of these guys, like I don't know what they're doing with some of these teams, man. It's like they have talent, but it's like it's just like, okay, it's pretty simple. Like you would think the schools would go for the people that has experience. Like if people made it to the NBA, the people who actually play, because some of these coaches, it's like, dog, where's their experience? But they just find a coach out of nowhere.
Right. They're missing a lot of player coach relationship.
Yeah.
A lot of these coaches don't know how to deal with a kid that's, I don't know, coming from the hood, who live a tough life, and so they don't and they don't understand his hunger. They take his hunger and look at it as, oh, he got attitude, or he got this. No, man, he knows his goal. He knows what he's chasing, and as a coach, you should know his goals as well. And if you do, then you understand why he's so hungry and he does what he does. But they're missing that. So, and then what they do is they'll go get a white coach, and then he'll have a couple black assistants, but then these black assistants be the one to go get these kids. But at the same time, they're stuck being assistant for the next 20 damn years. Yeah. And the head coach is sitting there getting paid millions of dollars off of you.
Right.
Exactly.
That is how it's played, man. It's and they're scared of people like myself, and that's why a lot of former NBA players have trouble getting in the NCAA, because you're dealing with, they know they got to pay us. They know they can't control us because we know what we're talking about. They looking for this perfect coach who's been married, who got kids, who, I don't know, wife drive a minivan or whatever they looking for. This old little bullcrap American way, which that's not the American way. That's just your way. It's not the American way. We all different. Yeah, and if it's somebody with any background or something different that they don't like, they're not gonna pick you up.
Yes.
It's the way it goes.
And it sucks. It sucks, man.
And,
it does.
Tyrone, you have to, man. You might have to do like Mo Williams or Deion Sanders. You might have to go to HBCU, which I'd be happy for the job.
I'm open for that. I am open for that, bro. You can believe that. Man. I love my black athletes, man. I do. Yeah. I've been one of them guys. My dad died when I was 10 years old, man. So I've been one of them brothers basically growing up without a father. As my mother basically was doing. So I know what that feels like. That grind. Sometimes your coach become your mentor. Definitely. It's that man that you need, that man in your life. It's gonna, hear that man voice. And so my coaches did a great job with that, man, and assistant coaches that I got really close to. So I needed that. So now I try to be the voice a lot for a lot of the black males out there, man, young black males, just to try to help them out, man. And that's why I keep my doors open. That's why when Mike was like, "Oh, I got some young boys," I said, "Yeah, give me that." He said, "I got some young boys doing their thing on the podcast." I said, "Okay, give me that. I'm all on that. I'm all on that."
Appreciate that, man. And in the urban community, man, that's all, like you said, us black men, we not raised by our fathers, always the black woman, the mama, grandpa, auntie, and all we need is that, that male guidance, that, teach us respect, responsibility, and
that's it, man.
The sky's the limit for us,
Yeah, let me tell you, a lot of mistakes that I made, I already know if my dad was there, there's some mistakes I know I wouldn't even done, because he would say, "No, you ain't doing that crap." And I'm not trying to talk bad about my mother because I love her to death, but she's my mom.
Yeah.
You know, mom's gonna do things a certain way. It is what it is.
Yep.
It is what it is. Dad is gonna teach you to be tough in situations. Dad gonna teach you certain things that, and I'm not trying to knock some moms, but there are some great moms that play both roles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but everybody don't have that talent to play both roles.
Yeah.
Every woman don't have that, but the ones that do, man, I take my hat off to them because, you know, it's good because a man, I feel like a man can only tell a man how to live.
Yeah.
Facts.
I can't tell a woman how to live. Man, I don't go through what they go through, man.
We don't go through it.
You know, but I can tell my son what he needs to do and how he needs to deal with women and all that. But when it comes to my daughter, yo, we'll talk to your mama.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I would instill some, be like, that my man over there, he's full of crap. Don't mess with him. But, but I say some stuff like that. But when it comes to the whole lady side of it, man, I tell her go to mom, and I can't help her with that.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. You say you went to UNLV, so you was teammates with Sean Marion, correct?
No, well, Sean came in after I left.
Oh, it came after you left. Okay.
I showed Sean. I just talked to Sean a week ago.
Okay.
I showed him the campus because they wanted him. So I showed him the campus, and you know he was living out in Illinois and stuff with his grandma them playing ball, and so that whole Illinois connection. Yeah. Because you know what's crazy, bro? When I went to JUCO in Indiana, I showed Sean around in JUCO.
Okay.
So Sean followed me from there to UNLV.
Oh, all right.
That's how that went down.
Okay. 98. That's where you came out, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's when he came out. 99. My fault.
Yep. He came right when he came on campus. I told his mom. I said, "Look, this is the spot. The way he played, this is where he needs to be at." And she like, "I don't know, Tyrone. I don't know." I said, "No, he's good. Trust me, he's good here." And I'm glad they came, man. He had a good time there, man, and he did well in the NBA, and I'm happy for him, bro. Really happy for him.
Hey, quick question. You know, his game always threw me off for years because he had to be an energy guy because he had that kangaroo shot.
Yes, bro.
Like if he went fast breaking on that floater, I'm like, hey,
when he first came I never forget when he came out to Indiana. And we showed him around, so we had an open gym, so everybody was playing. So he shot the ball. I was like, "Oh my God!" I said, "We go." I'm like, we try to go for him." but when we kept going up and down, the ball come off the rim, he jump up and dunk it in. Any little floaters, he's in there tapping the floater. He was a hustle guy. That's how he got his bucket. When we got the rebound, he would sprint down the court so fast they throw it to him. He goes and dunk it, so he had all that extra. And that's what made Sean who he is, man. That's why I knew. I even told Sean this. I said, I knew you was gonna be successful in the league because of your point guard you had there with Phoenix.
Yeah,
I think it was Jason Kidd.
At first, it was Kidd first, then it was Nash.
It was Kidd first.
Yeah.
And so you got two guys that's looking for you to run down the court. Man, come on, that's all you need.
Man,
they made him.
Yeah, they made him.
They made him. And I loved it, man. Yeah, I loved it for him. But yeah, man. But at least he went to Dallas and got a ring.
Yeah, I was happy. He beat my boy favorite player in the finals that year, LeBron.
They deserve it. They deserve it. And see, I wasn't too mad because when I was growing up before I started becoming a LeBron fan, Jason Terry was my guy. So Jason Terry, I just had to salute him. Like they did everything right, man.
Yeah,
man. Yes, they did, man.
They did,
man. What they called Jason Terry? Was it the jet? That's what they called him.
Yeah, he did an airplane where he hit that shot on him, man.
Yeah, Jason Terry was the truth, man.
He was bad. And a lot of people forget, even in the series where they lost against D Wade in 06, man. They was playing amazing that year too, but
they was, man.
D Wade and Shaq, it wasn't nothing you can do.
Ain't nothing you can do, man. Ain't nothing you can do. I love to watch Shaq and Charles Barkley get into it all the time.
Oh my God.
Hey, yo, you know when you have somebody that you're real cool with, but he knows how to push your button, and then you be like, yo, you touch me again, I swear to God, I'm gonna bust you. Like that dude.
Yeah.
When they get into it like that, man, I tell my son, I say, yo, Shaq is serious right now. And Charles know it, so Charles know when he gets really serious, he gonna back off just a little bit.
Yeah.
So
back up a little bit.
oh, just a little, man. I love it, man. I love it.
The funniest line that they give me with every time is when they be like, "Yo, you keep on. It's about to be some furniture moving in here."
Yo, that's that old school right there. Dog.
They give me every time, man.
It's about to be some furniture. Yeah, that's some old school talk.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm glad we had a chance to talk, bro. Like for real.
Yeah,
Now, where y'all from?
Louisiana.
We from Louisiana. I'm in a small town called Natchitoches, the first territory, Louisiana.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
how far are you from Shreveport?
I'm an hour away.
Okay. Yeah, I had some people out in Shreveport.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey man, y'all keep doing what y'all doing, bro. Like this is real. We need because I'm actually working on a podcast myself, bro. Like it's called Players View.
Players
Okay.
View?
So
Okay.
so it's gonna be a lot of people, a lot of former players coming in, giving their view on the game, giving their view on everything that's going on with the league.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to give guys that platform to be themselves, be open and be able to speak and y'all see my boy Kwame Brown. You'll probably seen him. Yeah, I just talked to him the other day. That's my guy, though. That's my guy. So
he got you with that mama's cooking.
Oh, the mama cooking, baby. That's my dude.
That's crazy, man.
He got everybody doing it too, dog. Everybody's there with the mama cooking, man.
Yep.
Yo, you know what? He found a niche. He came out. He found a niche, bro. And that whole thing with Stephen A. Bunch of bull crap. He went at Stephen A. Stephen A. got his. I don't think he got it. I can't even say what I want to say right now, but
he had it coming though, man.
So, Tyrone, is it do you have a release date for the podcast that we can plug?
Yeah. So what we're doing right now is I'm actually gonna pre-record mine.
Okay.
Like what we do, I'm gonna pre-record it, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna release one like every Friday at a certain time, like at 7 o'clock every Friday. I'll release it on. I'm thinking about just doing the YouTube.
Okay.
Get everything through YouTube and release a lot and just get my page going. So my page will be called Organic Sports News.
Okay.
All right.
So once you see Organic Sports News, that'll be me behind the scenes or whatnot. And we just trying to get all the little pieces and stuff together, man.